Hey, excuse me. It's my turn to speak, okay? Thanks. Streaming. What was once such an absurd concept, watching someone live stream playing a video game, now turned into what I would say is how a majority of us consume entertainment. Literally everywhere you look, the content you're probably gonna watch is from a live stream. You're looking at an Instagram reel or TikToks, it's clips from a stream. Every channel you see on YouTube with the word live next to it, from a stream. Streaming at its infancy, which technically it still is, but listen to what I'm saying. At the beginning, before the Kai Cenats and Blackboy Maxes, it was a very mundane medium of entertainment. Don't get me wrong, we had some streamers who were very good at entertaining, but for the most part, it was a lot of video game playthroughs and an occasional yap session where the streamer would interact with the chat. And you know what? It was pretty damn good. Streamers that I personally watched, like Your Rage and Bruce Drop 'Em Off, really set a standard for how I would deem entertainment by my standards. Okay, I know a lot of shit has gone down, but by my standards, they're what I deem as entertaining streamers. 2020 through 2021 saw a boom of streamers due to the plague or whatever.
Stop touching niggas with your hand.
Niggas stuck inside all day trying to find some shit to watch, hop on Twitch, boom. Now we have 1,000 fucking Twitch streamers. At this point, if you wasn't already streaming, you were literally behind the 8 ball as a content creator. I mean, hey, here's my analytics from 2021, for example. Bruh. Especially with people like Aiden Ross and bringing in guest stars like he was fucking Jimmy Fallon, and Kai Cenat starting off his early days of his iCarly era. Then we enter 2022, and this is where it really starts to get huge, because not only were people like Kai and Aiden racking in thousands of people, but then there started to be competition in the streaming space. Most notably the platform Kick. No, not Kick from back when we were in middle school. Some of y'all may be too young to know what that is, but damn, maybe I might be unk status, bro. Kick was supposed to be the platform that got Twitch wiped off the face of the planet, and we'll get there in a sec. But at the time, Twitch was under a lot of hot water with its content creators for numerous reasons. A lot of it being blurred lines for TOS breaches, but nonetheless, niggas was fed up, and Kick swooped in trying to scoop up as many people from Twitch as possible. Aiden Ross, Bruce Drop 'Em Off, Your Rage, Neon, me. Now at this point, a lot of people in the online community were wondering, we know Twitch be hoeing, but as big as the bag is over there, why are y'all swapping over really? And brother, let's just say that everybody's sacks was filled. Hell, I remember one day I was just scrolling on Instagram, and I don't even know how niggas got this information, to be honest, but I saw some that said Bruce got signed for like 80 million. It was a fucking ridiculous amount of money for streaming, nigga. Mind you, a lot of Bruce's content wasn't really like IRL adventures. At this point, it was just a chill nigga in his room roasting people with a funny ass community and a funny laugh. And they gave that nigga $80 million. If it's true, allegedly. And I need y'all to understand, this is life altering money. Bruce even said he was able to get his own crib, got land, bro. Like, growing up down here in the South, having your own property is a big fucking deal. And this man secured generational wealth. And all he needed to do was turn on his camera in his room and start chatting. And yes, I am in the South. You probably hear my country hick accent. I don't give a fuck. As a young person seeing that, how could you not attempt to try to stream? Seeing a person the same age as me never have to work again is exactly why I'm grinding on here right now. Which leads into the real topic of this video. Streaming is becoming so oversaturated that it is becoming fucking annoying. I applaud the OGs of the streaming for paving the way, don't get me wrong, taking the hits and taking it to new heights. These same OGs are the only ones really still pushing streaming into new avenues. Mainly Kai Cenat with his Mafia-thons, and the only new school streamer who's really making waves is Blackboy Max, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, all his things for, music right now, and artists who may have fallen off by breathing, new life into them with his IRL studio sessions. Let's just say he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame for sure. But a lot of these other cats doing outlandish things just to get the views up, and in turn, hopefully staying relevant, is what killed streaming for me, specifically Kick. See, I wasn't the only one who noticed these outlandish things, as a plethora of other money-hungry individuals saw those deals on their feed and immediately started trying to get the bag. I'm talking IRL streams, goon sessions, obnoxious trolling, niggas pimping out they fam, countless sexual assaults on cam. All for the sake of that sweet sack. Now there's a reason we saw an influx of these specific people, and it's mainly because of contract obligations. Based off clips that I've seen, it appears that a lot of these people were given these massive deals in exchange that they had to hit a certain number of viewers, and hit an hourly goal of stream time, either a month or a week, or depending on what the contract was. A lot of these guys lack the ability to create, whether it be something thought-provoking or just a very chill concept. These individuals took the easy route and would often do what a lot of you should know the term now, clip farming. Clip farming is exactly what it sounds like. You stack up or try to get a viral or hot moment in your stream that you can then publish for an influx of viewership on a lot of platforms. A lot of the other streamers like Neon or Jack, put his face here. I don't fucking know his last name. Who have to do downright grotesque and on the literal verge of manslaughter acts to keep up their views. Mind you, when I wrote this script, Neon was pretty much a shithead, but at this point in March, it looks like he's turned around. I hope he stays on the right track. Shout out to him. He an all-star. Not really. Now you might be saying to yourself, yeah, we already know these niggas pieces of shit. Is that really the video? And while that is true, it plays into the broader picture. Everyone cannot be a streamer. Let me say that again. Everybody cannot be a streamer. Now I know that sounds like I'm hating, and I am, but I'm telling y'all, the methods that a lot of the newer people are trying to do to get their foot in the door just don't hit. I can't keep saying, she showed me everything on Omegle, or clip farming your relative that's attractive, which says a lot about yourself, by the way, or the blatant superiority complex a lot of the newer streamers have when they do the IRL streams because, hey, it's bringing in the views. The shit is fucking up the youth, man. Streaming isn't like YouTube. Now, YouTube isn't a safe place either because it definitely had this degenerate phase with, the sexual pranks and the cheating shit. But I feel like where that phase has come and gone, live streaming this behavior hasn't really slowed down. As a matter of fact, I believe more people watch this type of content because they want to see the consequences of said behavior in real time, because streams are live, of course. If you're doing a prank and you get punched in the fucking face, of course you're gonna cut that out the video. Nobody wants to see that. I mean, well, we do want to see it, but they don't want to be looking, bad on their own video, so they're gonna cut the shit out, duh. But in turn, because so many people want to stay tuned for these said consequences, that feeds the ego of the streamer and it encourages them to keep, doing the inappropriate shit. And for those of the new streamers who aren't doing that and are just doing the regular stuff, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Niggas ain't trying to watch that shit, bro. I see countless people reacting to I'm Dante's meme compilation, and it's like, it's still a meme compilation. It's not, prohibiting anybody else from watching it, but it's like, nigga, like we don't know you, bro. Like we don't want to watch you watch somebody else's meme compilation meant for them. You know what I mean?
That sounds like some hating. It is hating. Whatever. I'm
just keeping it real though. You have to create something new and fresh, and then you can do the regular stuff. Do collabs, do a live stream of, you doing like your hobby or something. But sitting there watching a meme comp when no one really knows who you are, you're only doing yourself a disservice. I'm just keeping it real. Wrapping this shit up, do you guys agree with me? Do you think streaming is getting too crowded, or do you think it's not even filling you up yet? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, this is a newer environment. I think the video I made, about Juice World, I told you guys I was moving, had a lot of shit going on. But now I'm trying to get slowly back into doing my commentary videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I do a whole bunch of bullshit. Sounded like a nigga just got inside of my house. So if I don't post this video, you know what happened. But if not, if there's not a nigga in my house, please subscribe. Thank you. Bitch can't call my phone on my she black. Bitch can't call my phone on my she black.